what's up guys, it's Bunny. I'm back again for a whole new video. I hope the Bunny gang has been enjoying my videos that I've been putting out so far. Like I said, I've been doing the best I can. Some weeks are gonna be a little off, like it might be like 2 weeks since I post a video, or a week. It depends on what's going on because it's kind of hard since I'm kind of like back in school now, so it's like I'm doing the best I can. Um, Pretty much, just to kind of like shorten this intro and just get straight into what this video is about. Pretty much this video is about just, it's called like just let her be. And what I mean by like just let her be, and I noticed this a lot ever since like I would say 2017 until now, is that a lot of dudes nowadays, they're quick to like critique a chick on certain things that she does. And what I mean by that is, like, they're quick to critique her particular style or fashion sense, or um how she is, certain things that she's into, how she acts different than other females, and do this like comparison thing with them compared to like other people. And it's weird because what's weird about that to me is, it's like if you're talking to the chick or you're with the chick, why would you compare her to like other people, or just compare her to anything in general, or so to speak? I think the worst thing people do in this generation, which is like the worst thing you could possibly do to somebody, is like give them like a backhanded compliment. It's like when the person tells you like something nice about you, but then they say something mean to add on to whatever it is that they said. And it's kind of like it defeats the purpose of even saying anything nice, because the way the person is going to take it is that whatever you meant to say, you had bad intentions behind it anyway, so you probably shouldn't have said it. So the thing that's like confusing to me is, it's kind of like in this generation, people are so worried about hurting other people's feelings, man or woman, but it's like men nowadays, they have this like weird he-man woman hater club type of mentality. Like they have this like unnecessary hatred towards women, whether that means because they've been like treated wrongly by like a chick they were in love with, or they didn't get a chance to be with the chick they've always wanted to be with, and they felt like she kind of like didn't give them a chance or whatever. And it's kind of funny to me because it's like, well, how are you supposed to go through life having that attitude, you know, whether it's like towards people in general, but just towards a particular sex that that you find attractive or that you're trying to get with. You shouldn't have like such a negative connotation. Now, it's, don't get me wrong, there are, just like there are bad men out there, there are bad women out there. So I can kind of see why certain men do what they do to certain women and act a certain way and present themselves a certain way, because they've been treated disrespectfully or got put down upon because of something a woman did to them, which makes perfect sense why they have, I guess, a negative outlook. But also, I feel like a lot of the biggest issues that a lot of people don't talk about in this generation, and they kind of just brush over, is that a lot of these men that have certain attitudes towards women, or just attitude towards people in general, is pretty much based off of like their attitude towards not only themselves, but also the connotation that they've viewed growing up. I feel like a lot of these men that want to call themselves men nowadays, they did not have a good father figure. So they might have saw their father act a certain way to their mother, and they might have thought that's okay, and they took it in as a child, um, so to speak, subconsciously, not like intentionally. And they took it in, and as they got older and they tried to develop relationships with women, they didn't realize that their attitude was necessarily wrong, because growing up they were never told that it was wrong, or that it was a bad outlook to bring into life, or not even to bring into life, like a bad outlook to bring to people around you, I should say. And the reason why I wanted to call this video just like Let Her Be is because a lot of people are so quick to come down on women, and have this like preconceived notion of what women are supposed to be doing and not doing with their life, and how they're supposed to act and how they're not supposed to act. But then people forget that we're in a different generation now. Like, women can do a lot more than they were ever capable of doing. Women were never capable to be considered intelligent, be able to hold a job or anything like that, or even they didn't think women were even physically capable of actually being able to vote. So there's a lot of things that changed in this generation, or not even in this generation, but just in generations, as women progressed and showed like all the stuff that we can do, and the fact that we have people that have, I guess, like an old man mentality when it comes to women. It's kind of funny because it's like where were you raised? Were you raised in a cave? But then you can't even say that, because a lot of men nowadays, they have bad examples to look up to. A lot of their examples that they look up to, if it's not their father, they look up to a particular rapper or singer or whatever. And a lot of people in the music industry do a lot of things that most people would not agree with, but because they're not an average person, they get away with a lot more than someone like me or a regular dude on the street. And it's crazy that we have people out there that are portraying themselves as role models, and just affecting our young youth in the wrong way. And I feel like that's why, just like how men get treated badly, I feel like that's why women get treated the way that they get treated, because of the image that a lot of these songwriters, or rappers, or even their father might have portrayed women to them. Because a lot of people don't think about it like that, but think about it. If you grew up and you saw your father treating your mother like crap, and you also listen to aggressive, angry music that has you think that women are bitches, hoes, and thoughts, and all this and that, you're gonna go into the world thinking that all women are like this, and you're gonna treat them in that way. You're not going to go into a relationship with the mind of, yes, there are women out there that are like that, but not all of them are like that. You're not going to give a woman a chance to prove herself, so you're going to critique her on every little thing, whether it's her fashion, her looks, how she talks, how she comes up to you, things that she says, and you're going to put her in a category with everybody else, because that's all you've known to do, and you never learned to think outside the box. And a lot of people don't see it that way, or a lot of people don't think about that, because people are so used to how things are going as far as our generation continues to grow. But people don't see how there's a lot of flaws that have been accumulated over time, and it's just worse, because like I've always said, most people in this generation, if you're at a certain age where, which this kind of goes a little bit off topic with the whole like how you treat people, and letting her be and stuff like that, but it kind of coincides with the how our generation is kind of like flawed a little bit, where at one point I was saying to people how if you haven't found your significant other at this point, like if you're thinking about actually settling down and being with someone who might actually want to be with you, with the way our society is set up, most of the people that are considered good are either taken gay or married. And that's for a man and that's for a woman. Very rare you're going to get out of a relationship and find someone that is necessarily better, because I hate to break it to a lot of people, there are not a lot of people that are better than most people, unless the person that you're with is like abusive or something like that. Then hopefully you can find someone better. But the point that I'm making is a lot of people are more self-centered than ever before, so the chances of you actually being able to, you know, get someone better than what you might have had prior is like a slim chance to none almost. And it's sad to think that that's what we have, because we have a small group of probably actual single people that if you are looking for someone, if you are, I mean, you might just want to hook up with people, you know, that group of possible potential people to settle down with is very slim. And a lot of people don't think like that. People think it's just like endless time, like, oh, I'm still young and time is like forever and I'm not going to get old anytime soon. And it's like what people forget is time goes by very fast. At 1 minute you're one age, and then the next minute you blink your eye. Before you know it, you're the next age after that. And then before you know it, you're going to keep blinking your eye and you're just only going to get older. So time goes by. Every second that we breathe and move around, time goes by. So that's also another problem with our society too. People are so self-absorbed with social media and other dumb stuff that have nothing to do with living your life, that they forget that life is just passing you by. So if you're not really doing anything to make yourself a better person, you're not really going anywhere, realistically. So most of the people that do wrong to women or do wrong to men or just do wrong to people in general, most of those people never actually change, because they never actually do anything to change their lifestyle or to really reflect on what made them go bad or what made them go left compared to the direction that they need to go in. Just a thought process to kind of throw out there. I don't know if you guys ever thought about it. I've thought about it many times. It's just some people have a different opinion on it. I don't have such a negative outlook on it, but I also feel like the biggest thing that a lot of people do in this generation is they never admit where they went wrong to themselves, like what their flaw is. They're always quick to point out someone else's flaw, and I feel like that's what we need to work on in this day and age. But before I continue this video any longer than what it needs to be, comment down below. Reach out to me on my social media. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you disagree with me, agree with me. You want me to add points that I didn't add. I hope the Bunny Gang enjoyed. Please don't forget to also join the Bunny Gang. Also, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm Bunny, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.